was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Cześć, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Witam was po dłuższej przerwie, ponieważ nie chciało mi się po prostu nagrywać.
I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant, and hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick.
Dobra, idź za
Local
kopalnię.
vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
Okej. Zabierałem się do nagrywania tego odcinku już kilka razy, ale za każdym razem coś mi przerywało i niestety nie mogłem. No i odechciało mi się po prostu nagrywać z tego powodu. No ale teraz się biorę ponownie. O jest. Dobra. No ale wracamy do serii, postaram się teraz regularnie nagrywać. Gdzie mam lecieć? Tu, dobra. A chyba tego rewolweru jeszcze wcześniej nie miałem, z tego co kojarzę, więc go wytestujmy. Tu mam iść? Nie. Gdzie mam iść? Jest. Gdzie tu? Znajdź wejście do kopalni. Ona jest tu.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold shipments. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Dziwnie mi się z tego celuje strasznie.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith. James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's sons. Ordinary citizens who lived
Ranger. A co ja mam?
stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Sześcioszczołowiec.
Of course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll.
Dobra.
That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other. He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach. Dangerous, desperate individual. I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was tough. Or had some kind of death wish. I thought I was some kind
O nie, nie mam amunicji do tego.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous.
Dalej
There would
lecimy.
undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way. You know who we are. Show yourself, coward.
A zamienię to chyba tego rangera. Bo szczerze... O, z tego się będzie dobrze strzelał. No skąd?
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts would be as deep as hell.
Nie widzę skąd w ogóle strzelają.
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. Time to blow your shit off. Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
O Boże.
I freely admit that my plan of
Lecę.
rotten, but clearly insane. It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder.
Boże, nie.
Mine from the opposite side. It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith, which ain't easy when you're suspended between heaven and hell. I was determined not to give up, however. That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged.
Jaki kurde... Kamper.
That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I had made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Winda.
I picked the more convenient and more dangerous route.
Boże, nie. No jak ten kurde wstał, mnie zdawił, nie ogarniam tej gry w ogóle, nie? Boże, tak dawno w tej grałem, że w ogóle nie pamiętam. Idę drabinką.
I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell?
Tak głównie to zrobiłem dlatego, bo chciałem zobaczyć, co tam jest ogólnie. Nice. Widziałem biec.
Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Bannock, Montana.
Well, he was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
A tu, dobra. Będzie pewnie pojedynek, nie?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
They're gonna need a dustpan to pick you up. You can shoot, but can you aim?
Gdzie on jest? A rewolwerowcowi.
I need some help here. Come on, boys, take
What?
this cocksucker out.
Where?
They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. A lot of good men. I can shoot too. I'm going all medieval on your ass. You ain't taking me. Keep pissing me off. See what it is. They're gonna bury you.
Dobra
So
jest.
that's how Henry Plummer died.
Łatwo.
And his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Dobra, lecę jeszcze jedną misję w takim razie. Bez żadnego cięcia.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene, why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
I tak go zabijemy, więc spoczko.
I dodged death many a time, and that night in Abilene was no different. I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
Lecimy.
Rangers got hard.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe.
Show yourself, coward! Time to...
It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres.
W salonie, dobra.
To the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and
I co?
wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this.
Jeez.
He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shoot that son of a bitch!
I had to spill a lot of blood to
Ale ta broń jest, kurde.
He was carousing in town with his closest friend. Hardin's boys
Co to jest za
apparently
broń?
didn't want me to reach the bull's head.
Ja pierdzie.
Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcome presence.
You can't hide from me! Hail Hardin, someone's coming for him! Stop that son of a bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
No, chcesz sześciaszowiec? To jest quickshotter, dobra. To jest świetne, Boże Święty. Quick shooter.
I wondered if Bob was among them.
Jeśli jest taka złota broń, to postaram się kurde kupić, to jest świetne po prostu. A nie chcę Rangera, Ranger to gówno. Przy tym karabinie naprawdę Ranger to jest gówno.
And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, Deep down, I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers. So these degenerates
Było
would be
malutkie
on
cięcie.
recruitment. But John Wesley might have been a different story.
A, jeden lepszy. To jest jeden.
I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
A no właśnie. Dobra.
I think I already mentioned that I found Hardin in this very saloon. Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me.
Tak, wolę tutaj to. Ta broń jest po prostu zarąbista, nie? Po prostu jak jestem ledwo żywy, to tu nic nie widać.
In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Nie wiem, muszę sobie podejść.
I was disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were
Okay.
among the dead. But that was short-lived.
Ale to samo napinanie jest genialne.
Facing down the fastest gun in the West. I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
Okej. Nie był honorowo zabity, ale skoro mówi, że musiał się aż do podstępu, Ale nawet nie wiedziałem, że tutaj da się kurde unikać, więc spoczko. Dobra. Na tyle w tym odcinku. Widzimy się w następnym. Do zobaczenia. Cześć.